Okay, so I decided I'm gonna do these little snippets of videos, and I'm gonna slice it together to get a comprehensive something out of it, so you can actually see how is the setup procedure goes while I'm watching Len's show. So here's the thing: I have started on page 1, step 1, okay, and I kinda set up how it looks here in the manual, and I was looking through the box, this box, that box, and everything is clearly labeled in English, so, and separated into small ass bags, even these two, right? So far so good. Everything is in a Ziploc bag and separated accordingly. So now I have everything laid out. These are the kind of parts, these are all the parts you're gonna need to assemble. It's not that scary once I look at it, because just a few screws, a few places, it actually shows it here. I just started it, so this is the first impression. Looking at so far. So let me get my screwdriver and start putting the frame together, then putting the legs on the frame. And then, okay, this looks complicated. I will deal with this problem when I get there. Anyhow, so first things, looking at it. Alright, so halfway in, a few notes. First of all, the frame was easy to set up. It's basically one screw on the side for all corners. It is self leveling, so it's flat, so one side doesn't stick up to the other somehow. The legs were easy to attach. This shit was on it already. Now the other challenge was to I had to put, so I had this rail, okay, and the underside of the rail, don't know if you can see it, but it has a cable. Pointing my finger at it. Now, in the book, in the manual, it says somewhere here that I have to attach the cable to the bottom and attach the sorry. So I have to attach the cable and I have to attach the cover membrane. It was already attached, I assume, because many people fucked it up and it was hard to explain, so they already did that, which is nice, but they left it in the manual and I was a little bit like, then what do I do here? So I wasn't quite sure, but long story short, what you need to do is attach so this central slidey thingy, it comes with the attached rubber, whatever this is called, the teeth pulley thingy, and what you need to do is attach this bad boy onto this rail. So you slide it on from the side and then you attach it to this machinery. So you slide it in from under and you add it to it. And the most complicated part is to attach this pulley to it. Now to do that, it says here that you have to disassemble it, take the teethy rolly thingy out, attach the this thing on it, and then reassemble. And it says that you have to make sure that the tensioner it goes into the slot. So there's two little slots in here so that you don't mess it up. It's like rails, so you put it on. Anyway, it took me at least like 3 minutes to put it together. Now I have to tighten these screws, and I just noticed that it's not just screws are separated by type, screws are separated by the step you are on. So when you assemble the cheap furniture, for example, all these all these screws and shit, they come separated by the type of the screw. This is not just separated by the type, it's separated by the steps. So you got 2 screws in one bag you're gonna need for one step, and 4 of the similar screws for the other step separated in a different bag. So you don't have to like have a pile of different kind of screws all around, which is kind of neat, I think. Anyway, they also provide these wrenches and tools. I wonder how strong this fucking thing is, because I always bend these aluminum wrenches. Anyway, we'll see. For now, I think I'm gonna carry on assembling this thing. Now I need to make it level, put the laser on, and I don't know, make a Borg out of it or something. Looks like a Borg cube or something. Anyway, that's enough starter references. I need to get back onto this. I've been doing this for 43 minutes so far. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright, me checking in again. So, do you see these yellow marks here touching next to each other? Now they do. So here's where I fucked up. I put this thing over there, that thing over here. And why is it crucial? Because you're gonna attach the control module here. So you have to have the control module on the front, and so that the XY axis is not the opposite to each other. And I fucked that up. So I spent the last 25 minutes to remove that, remove this, sweep it around, put it back, and now I'm gonna make sure that everything is level and everything is parallel and everything is everything. So yeah, make sure that you read the fucking manual and you follow the fucking manual and you observe with your eyes where things at. Okay, it was like this from the beginning, from page 1. Anyway, rant over. Let's get back to work. See you in a bit. All right, so I think I done the deed. I assembled the thing. Well, I'm not sure about how much this thing should wobble. I don't know. It is going fairly easily, but it's not sliding all over the place. This is not 90 degrees for sure. I mean, yeah, according to my camera, the bottom is sticking out a bit. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Fuck if I know. Cable managed, and we got these fancy ass zip ties to tie it to the thingamabob. Did the cable management myself. Thank you very much. Yes, my mom did not help me with that. Like, these things don't wobble. Fuck all. This thing, on the other hand, wobble. And I think I'm gonna tighten it up somehow. According to the manual, there's an X center here, something, tightening. I have no idea. I got to look into that, but I'm extremely hungry and I don't want to get to it when I'm hungry. So it took me 1 hour and 44 minutes, and I only used these tools, not this one. I'm gonna use it for crimping, and I got these as well, self-adhesive cable tie holder thingy. I don't know, it is probably for other cable management stuff, but I'm lazy. I got a bunch of cable ties, and they provided all the Allen keys I needed and the spanner as well, which I haven't used yet. So I assume I need the spanner to tighten this bad boy down. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some lunch because I'm fucking famished, and yeah, we get back to this when I have eaten. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, boys, so I had lunch and I figured it out. You see that lock nut there? not lock nut, but the nut there, which is there, right there, that steely thingy. Focus, you bastard. I'm sorry. So that thing between this black one and the blue one, you turn that thing X-center. It is an X-center nut. What does it mean? The hole of the nut is not on the center. If you start to turn it one direction, it will loosen the module. Sorry. So you see, and if you turn it backwards, come back here. So if you turn it backwards, funny thing happened. Oh my god, I need to do this one-handed. Gorgeous. And now it's not moving, not wiggling, nothing. And it still moves freely. I will loosen it up a teeny bit because I just want it to have. Okay, this feels good. This feels. I need to tighten this nut too. Anyhow, long story short, this is how you tighten it. You use the X-center nut, and please Google X-center technique or tech, and you're gonna figure out how it works. It's hard for me to explain. English is not my first language, but yeah, tighten the nut. This thing works. This thing tight as a drum. Anyway, now I need to clean this fucker up, and maybe I'm gonna do some more cable management. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not gonna start cutting or engraving anything because I don't have anything to put underneath yet. I'm gonna do some Google search on that. I'm gonna learn the manual, learn the handbook, and you know what? Funny thing is, so once you're done setting it up, you get a reference of materials with all these numbers, which means that how fast you can get through them for engraving or for cutting. You can cut to 7mm plywood and 6mm acrylic. Funky. I didn't know you can cut acrylic with it. And you got the speeds and everything, and this is how you adjust the focus on the thing. And dude, it's gonna tell you all the focusing bits and bobs. And this is like, I didn't expect to have this in there in this book, but it's like this is what we have, and it is like detailed, showing you what's what. It's showing on the motherboard, so it opens this thing and it shows you the motherboard and what's what on the motherboard. And then you got a quick start guide, how to connect it up to a computer, and it has this Gerbil software to it. I will probably download the other one, the Fire fucking, I have no idea what's the name, Lightburn. I will probably download Lightburn because I heard that's the best, and I might as well just buy that thing. It's a 60-page software or something. Anyway, long story short, it walks you through how to do the software, how to find the edge. Apparently you can use an app for it, which is funky. After sales service, I have no idea what the fuck that means. Yeah. So it has a use guide how to start using the product thing. And last time I saw something like this, it was on my old 2004 Ducati motorbike that had the user manual like this, like explaining you what is what and how to set it up. So it's pretty decent so far. I'm quite happy with what I got. But you know, it still can be a piece of shit. So yeah, we don't know. We'll see, I guess. Anyway, see you in a minute. Hello, it's me, checking in after lunch. So I'm trying to put together this air assist accessories thingy. It's actually an air pump. It's a regular ass air pump, and I don't know how much air it pushes through because half of it's in Chinese, and I don't even understand the technology. However, this manual, which came for it, is for an older version of this thing. So and it's bad. Here's where we are. So you attach the hose which comes with it. Actually, back up. So this is what's in the box. You get the air pump, some hose, a step down thingy, and one of these things. Now, this is what's in the box, okay? And this pipe, and a few fucking Allen keys, and this thing, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know, because I had these things as well, this red fucking thing, and I had this, and it took me a minute and a half to figure out what's what. And here is the deal. So when you get this air pump, you connect up the big hose to them big machine, obvious. As shown in the picture, you actually have to do another picture to anyway. There is a press fit connector you need to connect up to it, and this is how it goes. You pull this ring up, and it has some teeth inside. So when you pull the rings, the teeth goes back, and then you attach it with one hand while you're holding the camera in the other, and you're trying to make sense of it all. And the world is a bad place, and I want to go home. Hold on. I'm still here. You need two hands for this. Anyway, hose attached. And this fucking thing, it's a step down. And it steps down from this fat up to this thinner tube. And this tube, guys, this tube is 2 meters long. It's a schlong. It's very long. Anyway, so you got this tube in a bag. And then you got this tube, which was originally on the packaging, and you need this tube to attach it to the laser. And if you don't want to run that, you can attach the fatter tube to the laser too. Now, this gives you enough space to position this wherever the hell you want. This thing doesn't have to sit next to that thing, which is amazing, because with the X2 stuff, you have to actually have this guy sit next to that guy. For this, I can just shove it somewhere, out of sight, out of mind, pump this fucker on to the max, and just let it blow its thing, let it blow its load. Now, this is an interesting thing, how this works. Okay, because this is the point where you lose it. So right here, you connect up everything you want, and then it says if the laser module has an air assist connector, connect it. This is the new stuff. This one doesn't have it. This is the small laser they had. This one doesn't have it. However, the head unit and I guess the lift up thingy to make it further distance thingy comes with it, and it comes with these bolts, these headless screws, hex heads, and it comes with these screws as well. And you are supposed to attach it. Sorry, I need to remove the guy. You have to attach it to this blue laser, but this new one has a heat sink in it and has these pegs, right? And we are not into king shaming on AeginaCraft, so if somebody likes pegging, it's their own thing. Now this laser thingy likes pegging, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Thing is, you can't attach physically this thing to this machine. And as you can see, you see this little hole here next to the big hole? Looks familiar? Yeah, because it has it on this too. No, jokes aside, that's where the air comes out to the laser. Okay, and this is where the air goes in. I already attached it. You just screw it in. This is how it looks like when nothing is screwed in there. So, and this thing, I thought it's gonna have magnets in it because it's flat and you can't screw anything in the corners. So it's like, which box was this in? Because at this point I lost track what was in what box. Look, it's magnetic. So I thought this is how you assemble this thing. But the manual only tells you about attaching this hose to the main body right here. So I thought I need to do something with these, but turns out I don't have to. I just attach it to the big black square thingy. And the thing is, even if I want to attach this to this, I can't, because it doesn't work, it doesn't fit. Which is amazing, because you can't fuck it up. You know, you can't mess it up. You can't accidentally put something. Sorry about that. Because everybody has to have an open muffler on a 50cc scooter here. Anyhow. So yeah, I wish at least they would have a link to an updated something on this. But yeah, anyway, this box came with the upgrades to the new laser and stuff for the old laser, which I think is pretty neat. You know, they thought about that. One more thing. So I ordered this thing, the air system, to the laser cutter, and you remember we were talking about these feet thing? Told you, we are not king shaming anywhere. If you're into feet, that's very nice. Very many famous people do that. But these are metallic black feet, and they attach to this thing in some weird way, so it lifts up the whole thing, which is great because I can engrave thicker materials. All I'm saying is, I did not order this. This came with the whole pack. The legs, I mean. So I can lift it up to even this height, which is very interesting. So I can like do, I don't know, 15 centimeter thickness material. Anyway, so that came with the box and I did not order it. So either they messed it up or it was a gift. The thing is, they don't know who I am because I ordered it from my painting and decorating business email and not from my AeginaCraft email. So they had no idea who I am, and I'm gonna review this or anything. Anyway, this was the assembly, okay? Thank you very much for joining me on this mental trip. I hope you got something out of this video. I really can't turn it on right here because I don't have anything to put under and I'm scared as shit. So now I'm gonna move on to learn the software, I guess. Or, oh no, I need to write quotes for pressure washing pavement. Anyway, I have to tend to my other business. If you like what I do here, and if you like the No BS channel, this channel is funded by you and not by sponsorships. So if you want to support me in some way, you can do it on buymeacoffee.com. Links under the description below, or just subscribing or sharing this video or whatever the fuck. Just say something nice in the comment section. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.